Hey, it's JP with the ETG Podcast, where we talk about escaping the grind of entrepreneurial and business ownership to build a business that is systemized and works for you and actually becomes a sellable asset over time. But today we have a special episode talking about the recent news from CrossFit headquarters, the recent news about the affiliate price hikes, requirements, et cetera, et cetera. So before I get into that, a little bit of backstory about me. I owned a CrossFit affiliate for 6 years. I started CrossFit in 2007. I got my level 1 in 2009. I got my level 2, my level 3 twice. I got a folder full of certificates. I got a freaking kettlebell tattoo, man. So I drank the Kool-Aid hard. And I love the program. I love I love the method. I don't think that it is for producing well-rounded fitness and time efficiency. It's very hard to beat. So I'll do it forever. I literally just finished a CrossFit style workout that was power cleans and box jumps. So really, really effective stuff. I love it and I will do it forever. But as a business, we're talking about different things. So I sold my business, my CrossFit affiliate, last October. And I made a deal with myself that if because it was on the market for a year, if I hadn't sold it by the end of the year, by that January, so I was giving myself another couple of months, I was going to unaffiliate. And this was purely a business decision for me, because there are a lot more people who are looking for gyms in general than the people who are looking for just CrossFit specifically. So I wanted to speak to a wider audience, even though I was still going to be a boutique gym and be premium and all that different stuff. I didn't want to be behind the barrier of CrossFit because people have their certain connotations with CrossFit's crazy. You got to be those crazy people. You got to be super fit to do it. It terrifies me. Or like, I'm an alpha. It's where I need to be. And, it's like you get a lot of baggage with the name CrossFit. So I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to just run my business and do my thing. But I sold it, and the current owners are still keeping the CrossFit affiliation, honestly, because they're new gym owners. They don't want to rock the boat. I don't blame them at all. But let's go over what's going on here in the news, and I'm just going to talk through it in terms of what I think they're doing, and then what are the possibilities for you if you're an affiliate owner. So now, one, they're raising the price. They're raising the price to $4,500 up from $3,000. So it's a $1,500 price increase. If you do the math, which I'm sure you have, that's not that much money. It's $125 more per month. You got to sell one membership, less than one membership to make that work. If you can't sell 12 new memberships in a year, you have bigger problems. But what I think it represents to people is the value that CrossFit isn't providing. You license the name, and so you hope that when people Google CrossFit, they look for you, and then they come and they inquire about membership and they join. That's really all we're doing. Nothing else. I've had HQ reach out to me, not because I'm special, just by course of affiliate survey or whatever, about providing more support and this and that. And it's like, I don't expect them to help me with lead gen or my website or creating programs or any of that stuff. I don't expect them to. I'm just licensing the name. And so I think that if you're expecting more from them, you're going to be disappointed, and you probably already are. So I think that the price increase just reminds people that we're not seeing any more value outside of just licensing the name. And by the way, it's people like us that were zealots, right? That were just like diehard CrossFitters that took this thing from grassroots to what it became. And I think the popularity has crested and it's going downhill. So that's kind of an aside to say, you do not owe CrossFit anything. Make your decision based on what's best for you and what's based on your business. The method is great. A lot of the people I've met through CrossFit are great. They're fantastic. But you don't owe them anything. Don't think that they're going to miss you when you're gone. Not like they never cared about you or anything like that, but just like you're another gym, you're an affiliate, it's business. It's like when a member leaves. Sure, it kind of sucks when they leave, but you get on and you go and try and find new members. So you don't owe them anything. I'm giving you permission to give yourself permission to just leave if you want to leave. That's it. I've had a lot of mentorship and coaching when I ran my gym, and a lot of times you would get on a call with a mentor and it would just be a permission call. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And in your mind, you've already made it up and you're already going to do it. You're just waiting for permission. So give yourself permission to do what's right for you if that means to unaffiliate. There we go. Now, if you've been an affiliate for a long time, like I was, you also know that CrossFit can do some damage to you, the name. Greg Glassman gets on Twitter. Dave Castro gets on Instagram, whatever, Twitter. Eric Rosa, like the CEOs have not been the greatest thing for the public facing entity that is CrossFit. And as an affiliate owner, you have to bear the brunt of whatever crap they want to say. And you're just trying to run your business, which by the way is never fun when you have people sending you emails and knocking on your door about some guy running his mouth on Twitter. It's got nothing to do with you. So enough of those things happen and you're looking for a reason to leave. This is it. So anyway, that's about the cost and that's about the value and that's about the permission thing. As far as the level 2 thing goes, I think it was insane that you could simply open a CrossFit gym after going to a weekend seminar to begin with. A lot of us did it that way. By the time I opened my gym, I had a level 3, but I know a lot of people just started with a level 1. And I think level 2 is kind of the bare minimum. Now, if you are an affiliate owner and you own a gym that's basically like XYZ Fitness, but you keep an affiliation in the back so you can call your classes CrossFit, that kind of sucks for you, right? You have a year to get your level 2, but that is a position of irritation. But the writing's kind of on the wall. If you're keeping it in the background, you may as well just nix it and call your classes functional fitness classes. And if you don't want to run the open, I mean, when I was an affiliate owner, gyms that unaffiliated, I would have members come to my gym and do drop-ins for the open. So again, not that big a deal from my personal point of view. Now, are you a diehard CrossFit gym and everybody drinks the Kool-Aid? If you unaffiliate, you have a lot of members leave. If you're someone who's on the edge, the periphery, and you've been thinking about leaving, it's probably not going to have that big of an impact on your culture. Again, this is up for you to decide, but this is just me thinking through it. So that's what I think about the level 2. What about the reasoning? They want to reinvest in this or do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the reasoning is. I saw that they want to invest more into CAP programming. I used CAP programming for maybe a month. It was trash. It was absolute trash, okay? And I'm not a programming snob. I've done my own programming for years. I've tried a bunch of different programming services. Jason Kalipa, shout out to NCFit, was the best programming. He had fire breather stuff. He had strength stuff. He had, boot camp stuff. He had newbie stuff. It was fantastic. If you're looking for someone to do your programming, check out NCFit. That's Jason Kalipa. I don't know him, but his stuff is awesome. The CAP stuff was always awful. It didn't give you options. It used a bunch of equipment a lot of gyms didn't have. There was, I'm in Calgary where you can't be outside and there was programming running. They're always programming basically like it's too CrossFit. I don't even, you know what I mean? Like GHG sit-ups and overhead squats and this and that. Like it's not enough gen pop. And it's like, well, program for the best and scale for the rest. And it's like, dude, after doing that for well over a decade, I'm tired of it. You know who's the best is? I got 1 or 2 guys in my gym that I can upscale to do something, and everybody else just needs basic versions. So CAP, the CrossFit Affiliate programming, doesn't cover the basic needs of most people out of the box. You have to scale it down a bunch, which is annoying. That's why you are outsourcing programming. So I think that's trash. I think them reinvesting into certain things is whatever. It's just, a justification that they need to make so they don't get as much pushback. But I think it's, generally BS. It's kind of like if we need to raise our prices, it's because we need to make more money, right? To run our business, to do our whatever. That's kind of the end of it. So as we come to the end of this, I think the big takeaway here is if you're not seeing value in a CrossFit affiliation anymore, I think you know what to do, right? If you're still seeing value, you want to fight for it, you have to sell 1 more membership a month to stick with them. If you don't have a level 2 yet and CrossFit is your thing, your time has come, get a level 2 because it's well worth it. And lastly, you don't owe CrossFit or anyone anything. Make the decision that is right for you based on your business. The practicality of what will happen if you do an affiliate depends on how deep down the rabbit hole your gym is into the CrossFit sort of culture and method, right? Because you have to change the website, your website domain name, the actual stuff that's on your website that refers to CrossFit classes, so your class names, and you can't run the open anymore. Right? You're going to have to maybe repaint or change a door sign or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit of an expense, but overall, you're going to save a lot more money in the long run by not affiliating. And then what happens with the expense of members losing? I don't know, because that's up to you individually about your culture. But anyway, those are my 2 cents on it. Hopefully you found some value in that perspective. And I hope you're able to make a decision that feels right for you. Okay, cheers and stay tuned for the next one.